everyone, this is Andrew, and welcome to another edition of Any Scream Will Do. And in this video, we're going to talk about a new kind of scream that I've actually never really covered on my channel, because I learned it somewhat recently, and I've just been kind of trying to get it better and better before I showed it to you guys. So it's actually an adaptation of the high scream, and it kind of gives a sound like Lamb of God, some of the monument screams that he does, kind of a contortionist-y thing. It's kind of like the high screams in terms of how it feels, but it comes out as a low scream, but it's much different than the false chord growl low scream. So just kind of give you an example of what those are. A high scream is something that is like, yow! And a low growl scream is something that is like, yoo! And then the scream I'm talking about, which honestly I don't know what to call, either like the Lamb of God scream, or I've kind of been referring to it as the low high scream. As confusing as that is. If I come up with a better name, I will let you know. Or if someone else has already named it. So the low high scream kind of gives this kind of vibe. I'll just kind of go for it. No more, we will form as one, ready to fight you. With no exception, we are ready to believe. And then the end was a high scream. Now to give some more examples, if I think of like a day to remember. Now, I made a video showing the screams at one point, and I think I actually got the scream wrong, or maybe he does several kinds of screams. So that kind of, you won't make it out alive! You won't make it out alive! Is kind of what it reminds me. Versus the other way I was showing you, which is, you won't make it out alive! I think the low-high scream sounds better for that kind of scream. So to kind of show you how to do the scream, now that I've taken the first 2 minutes to show you what it is, I guess another quick example is Lamb of God. Destroy yourself, your venture alone, destroy yourself, see who gives a fuck. And I know, I have a friend at work who can do the scream, and he does it better. I don't know if it's just because he's bigger, but he can get it much lower. He's just kind of a bigger dude, and it can get much lower and a little more gurgliness. But anyways, in terms of how to do the scream, you kind of can get a high scream and then pull it down in your range. So a high scream, at least the way that I think of it, and again, I'm not like a doctor, I've never even taken anatomy, so I could be butchering this, but the way I understand for the high screams is that it's false chord closure combined with a regular vocal cord sound production. So false chord is just false chord, high scream is false chord mixed with regular vocal cord closure. And so you're kind of hitting a pitch when you do a regular high scream. And then if you bring the pitch down and down and you lower your whole larynx, you can create a bigger cavity to produce tone, which deepens the tone, etc. And then you try to kind of focus on chest resonance. So when I do it, from the high scream going out to the low scream, the resonance switches from my head voice down to my chest. So the way I kind of tried to figure it out, because it took me a long time to learn this, like a few months of dicking around, and then finally a few weeks of serious dicking around, to get it. So you just kind of get like a high scream, like a yow! My battery's dying. Get like a yow! Get it low, and then just keep trying to push it lower by lowering your Adam's apple, kind of making a bigger cavity, and try to focus the vibrations in your chest if you can kind of imagine that. So like a and then mouth shaping will help, and also just kind of general throat capacity. So that's really all you have to do. It just takes a lot of trial and error with that, and then that should help you figure it out. Trying to figure out a best spot for this. I'm in a new car, so that's why this is a little weird. But that's kind of all you do. Sorry, I thought there was a cop car, so I lowered you down. And I would just recommend keep trying, kind of try to imagine blending the false chord with the high scream, or the growl with the high scream, so kind of a mix of like a and a kind of gives you that thing. That's kind of how I think of it. So that's another way to approach it. Try to kind of blend the two screams together and see where it takes you. Yeah, that's really all I have to say. So if you have any questions about that, just let me know, and I'll try to help you as much as I can. At some point, I'm going to try to make a actually good shot video for my computer of this, like I did with the Power Scream. So keep on looking for that. Subscribe for more. Like this video if you enjoyed it, and thank you very much for watching. See you guys later.